The world is restless, nations rise and fall, empires crumble in silence, and humanity walks blindly into the age of deception. The world of tomorrow will not be the world you know today. A time will come when truth will be shrouded in darkness, when lies will shine brighter than the stars, when falsehood will be worshipped as truth, and the greatest deceiver will step onto the stage of history. The Dajjal, the false Messiah, the greatest trial ever to descend upon mankind since the beginning of creation. Prophets warned about him. Messengers wept for their people because of him, and yet millions will follow him blindly. Why? Because his deception will be unlike anything the world has ever witnessed. Imagine a man who claims divinity, a man who pretends to be the savior, a man who manipulates the very fabric of reality before your eyes. He will not come with chains. He will not come with armies at first. He will come with illusions. He will come with power that dazzles the eyes. He will come with promises of heaven on earth. But behind his smile lies a fire that consumes. Behind his words lies the venom of Satan. The Dajjal's rise will not begin suddenly. It will be prepared for centuries. The hearts of people will be softened by greed, their minds distracted by endless desires, their souls chained by materialism. And when the world is most vulnerable, when humanity cries out for a savior, the deceiver will appear. Prophet Muhammad described him in detail. He will be one-eyed. His right eye will shine like a star. His left eye will be defective, floating like a grape. On his forehead will be written the word kafir, disbeliever. Every true believer will read it, but those blinded by desire will not. His deception will be unmatched. He will control the skies. He will command the rain. He will make barren lands bloom. He will turn deserts into gardens. He will appear to give life to the dead. He will walk upon the earth like a god, and people will fall at his feet in awe. But what they see will not be reality. It will be a carefully crafted illusion, a deception so powerful that even the strongest minds will tremble. This is the age of confusion. This is the storm before the final hour. The Dajjal's kingdom will be built on false miracles. He will say to the sky, rain, and it will pour. He will say to the earth, grow, and it will bloom. He will pass by ruins and command them to rise again. He will whisper to the sea and it will obey him. But all of it will be lies. All of it will be illusions permitted by Allah as a test. The people will not see the trap. They will see only wonders. They will say, this must be God, and they will fall on their knees before him. The weak will surrender. The desperate will believe. The ignorant will worship, and the world will burn in deception. But what is deception? It is not just a lie. It is the art of making the lie appear greater than the truth. And Dajjal will master this art like no one before. For he will promise wealth. He will distribute treasures. He will feed the hungry. He will heal the sick. He will raise the dead. But every gift he gives will chain the soul of its recipient. Every blessing he bestows will poison the heart. And those who follow him will walk willingly into hellfire. Prophet Muhammad said, he will come with what will appear like paradise and hell. But what he calls paradise will actually be hell, and what he calls hell will actually be paradise. The greatest deception, a man claiming to be God, a man showing heaven but dragging people to hell. And in the heart of this storm, only the strong in faith will survive. Only those who remember Allah will see through the illusions. Only those who live by the Quran and Sunnah will recognize the false Messiah. Because his tricks may fool the eyes, but they cannot fool the soul, and the soul that is anchored in truth will never bow to lies. The Dajjal's deception begins long before his arrival. It begins with the slow corruption of society. It begins with people turning away from God. It begins with hearts attached to wealth, fame, and pleasure. It begins with a world drowning in desires. And when the ground is ready, the deceiver will step forth. The greatest test in human history will begin. The Dajjal will not appear as a tyrant first. He will come as a savior, a man of peace, a man of miracles, a man who claims to heal the world. He will speak with charm. He will smile with compassion, and his words will melt the hearts of millions. He will tell the starving, "Come to me, I will feed you." He will tell the homeless, "Come to me, I will shelter you." He will tell the sick, "Come to me, I will cure you." And then one by one, the desperate will flock to him. They will see him as the long-awaited Messiah. But behind the curtain of mercy lies cruelty. Behind the promises of heaven lies hell. Because everything he gives, he will take back with blood. Everything he offers will come at the price of faith. He will say, "Believe in me, and I will give you the world." And many will accept. But the believer will see the trap. The believer will know that nothing is free from the Dajjal, because his gift is a chain, and his paradise is a prison. He will travel the world swiftly, like clouds driven by the wind. His deception will spread like wildfire. No corner of the earth will be safe from him, except Mecca and Medina. The angels will guard the holy cities, and Dajjal will never enter. But everywhere else, people will fall under his spell. He will command rivers. He will control treasures. He will show the world wonders. And the ignorant will cry out, "This is God!" The skies will obey him. The earth will obey him. The animals will obey him. But the true servants of Allah will resist. They will remember the warnings. They will remember the words of the Prophet and they will refuse to bow. And because of this refusal, they will suffer. The Dajjal will starve them. He will strip them of wealth. He will deny them food and water. But their hearts will remain strong, because their faith is their shield. One day, the Dajjal will point to a Bedouin. He will kill him before the eyes of the people, and then he will cut him in two, and then he will bring him back to life. The people will scream in awe. They will say, "Surely he is God." But the Bedouin will laugh in his face. He will say, "Now I know who you are. You are the Dajjal, for the Prophet I foretold this moment." And the believers will recognize the truth, but most people will not. They will worship him. They will bow to him. They will surrender their souls, and his empire will grow. His deception will reach its peak. The earth will tremble. The skies will darken, and the hearts of men will be tested. But the believers will hold firm, because they know this is the final trial. They know the Dajjal is nothing but a servant of Satan, and they know his time is short. For the promise of Allah is true, and no deceiver can overcome the truth. The reign of Dajjal will shake the world, but every story has an ending, and his will come with thunder. When the believers are cornered, when the earth trembles in fear, when hope seems lost, Allah will send his warrior, the one promised to return, the one who will descend from the heavens, Jesus, son of Mary, Isa ibn Maryam Enizabit v. He will come down in Damascus, with his hands resting on the wings of two angels, his face shining like the morning light, and his breath carrying the fragrance of truth. The believers will rejoice, the deceiver will tremble. The armies of Dajjal will prepare for battle, but the false Messiah knows his end is near. He will flee in terror. He will run towards Palestine, towards the land of Al-Quds. And there, at the gate of Lud, Isa indi vio veithavifi will meet him. The clash will be brief. For truth does not struggle with falsehood. Truth simply destroys it. Isa efeni in fesifi will strike him down, and the Dajjal's reign will end. The greatest deceiver will fall, and the chains of illusion will shatter. The people will see clearly. The lies will vanish. The spell will break, and humanity will awaken from its nightmare. The reign of deception will end with the breath of truth. The fire of lies will be extinguished by the water of faith, and the false Messiah will be nothing more than dust in the wind. The believers will rejoice. The world will breathe again. But the lesson will remain. The lesson that no matter how great the lie, no matter how powerful the illusion, no matter how dazzling the deception, truth will always prevail. For Allah is the greatest, and no deceiver can escape his will. The Dajjal came with fire and fury, but he left with nothing. His promises were false. His paradise was hell, his miracles were illusions, and his throne was dust. But the story of the Dajjal is not just about the future. It is a warning for today, for deception is not only his weapon, it is the weapon of every age. Lies, illusions, false promises, They exist all around us, and those who fall for them will be blind when the greatest deceiver comes. The Dajjal'S story is a mirror for every generation, a warning that truth is not always what shines, that paradise is not always what glitters, that miracles are not always divine, and that salvation is not in the hands of men, but in the hands of Allah alone. So prepare your heart, prepare your soul, strengthen your faith, because the storm is coming, and when the Dajjal rises, only the strong will survive, only the faithful will endure, and only those who cling to Allah will see through the lies. The greatest deception awaits, but the greatest truth is eternal, and in the end, truth will triumph, and the false Messiah will be forgotten.